Hey everyone, it's Paul. Before we get to today's episode, I want to remind you of our campaign, Trypod, T-R-Y-P-O-D. That is where we are encouraging people to encourage people to listen to podcasts. Maybe you know someone who's never listened to a podcast because they think it's way more involved than it is, or they just don't legitimize it as a medium in their minds. But surely, for this person, you know there is a podcast that they would enjoy. So we're trying to encourage people to get their friends, their family, whoever into podcasting, also to get strangers into it. If you just want to go online to whatever is your preferred social media platform and recommend podcasts to people that you enjoy, if you do that, just hashtag it Trypod, T-R-Y-P-O-D, and let people know that podcasts are a cool thing. There's all kinds of podcasts for all kinds of people, and they're nothing to be afraid of or to dismiss. And let me tell you something. You don't have to, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you recommended Spontaneanation to someone. I'm just saying, if I saw that online, like if I read, hey, you should check out my favorite podcast, Spontaneanation, I wouldn't look at that and say, well, I have to hunt that person down and scoop out their eyeballs with a spoon. I wouldn't. I haven't done that, and no one can prove otherwise. So there you go. Trypod. If your friends don't know how to listen to podcasts, if you think the world at large needs to know, show them how or send them to trypodcasts.org. Trypodcasts.org. Tell us what show you recommend with the hashtag Trypod, Trypod. And thanks for listening to anything I've ever said. Welcome, guys. Folks, friends, customers, welcome. Welcome to this secret world of people frantically adjusting knobs that you can't see. But boy, oh boy, there was a knob frenzy. Knob frenzy. It's a real thing. Think of all the knobs you have in your home. Now double that number. Every knob that you see, there's 40 more knobs in your walls. They say that about cockroaches, that there's so many that are hiding. What are they afraid of? Who are these brave, bold roaches that are like, I'll be out here till that light comes on. It's the one thing I'm scared of. And then the other roaches are like, I'm scared of everything. I stay in the walls out of sight. Maybe those are the roaches with low self-esteem. And the roaches that are out in the kitchen, you know, crawling inside and out of your glasses and stuff. They're the ones who are like, we're the alphas. We're not a bunch of cucks. Cockroaches! We got there. Oh, what if we hadn't? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm no fan of bugs. I understand we need them for some purpose. But whoever is supposed to be feeding on roaches, you're missing out. There's a ton of them you could be eating. What is the thing? Is it spiders? Are we all supposed to get spiders? Just have a colony of spiders in our homes? Then who eats them? Birds. That's right, my old enemies. Long-time and short-time listeners to the show know that I have some weird problem with birds that only occurs on microphone. Don't think about them at all in my daily life. You know what we have in my neighborhood is crows. Big, black, beautiful crows. I love them so much. They're ominous and scary, and they're just eating trash out of the gutter. What a waste! You're so cool looking. Go perch on a thing, for God's sake. Don't eat out of that bag. I wish we had ravens. I bet ravens don't do that. What's the difference? The beaks! God, I'm finally talking good about birds and everybody's getting on my case. Priorities, guys. Priorities. Smack down some markers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals to join me for a narrative improv, that is, one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, perhaps utilizing details gleaned from my conversation with them. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. Thank you, maestro. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to welcome back this gentleman to the show. Last we heard from him was episode 44. I don't know why I know that, but I do. Oh, I know why, because I recently looked at it. He is an actor, author. You made a little head tilt.
Well,
you're an author.
Yeah, I'm not an actor so much,
but you do.
I have acted.
You have acted?
Yeah, but a lot of people have acted.
I think you will act again.
Well, we'll see.
Do you feel like you won't?
I don't know that I will.
I bet you will.
Okay. Well,
I bet you will.
We'll see.
Well, now I have to make that happen.
You better fucking make that happen.
To make it happen.
You're gonna look like a real jerk if it doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, Dave Holmes.
Hey, everyone.
Dave, welcome back.
Paul. Hi, improvisers.
They're not here.
I know. I know.
It's fun. One of them did the Jeremy Piven prayer hands. I don't know why I associate that with Jeremy Piven, but I do. It seems like a thing that he does. But I don't have any proof of it.
Did you? I do.
Do you? You've seen him do it? There we go.
Well, yeah, because he had the show where he went to India and said namaste a million times.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He went and he shaved his chest and he did a zillion push-ups. And he rode on boats that had flowers on them. Wasn't it called Jeremy Piven's Incredible Journey? I think it might have been. I think it might have been.
My favorite Jules Verne novel. Dave, since the last time you were here, you wrote a book.
That's true.
Called Party of One, which was my favorite book last year.
Oh, thank you.
Tremendous.
Thank you very much.
It's still out there for purchase. If you or you can take it out of the library.
You could take it out of the library, and that's fine. I like that it's in a library, but shell out.
But don't do that. Buy the book.
Paperback's coming out in May or June.
There we go. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You got a couple months before the paperback comes out.
Yeah, prepare yourself.
I urge you all.
Save your
Yeah, please. Can talk to your family and your pastor.
Yeah.
But it's a terrific book. I absolutely loved it, and I urge you all to check it out.
Thank you very much.
Dave, I have a question for you from our previous episode's guest.
Yep.
Are you curious as to the identity of our previous episode's guest?
I think I might have seen that person because we might have overlapped.
Then you probably would not be curious.
But I didn't know who it was. So tell me who that person was.
Well, if you
would like to know. It was the one person
know,
in the gaggle that I did not know.
There you go. Then if you would like to know that person's identity, I would direct you and the listener to the Spontaneanation archives at owl.fm for about a modest price. Hours of listening pleasure await you. Daisy got tricked.
You're just not going to tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Dave, here's my question.
Okay.
Not my question.
Oh.
But the question I will put to you.
The question that this person.
That's right.
Okay.
Dave.
Yeah.
What clubs were you in high school?
I went to a very small high school and we didn't really have clubs.
Nothing. How small? How small is small?
There were 49 people. Well, there were 50 people in my class and then one of them died. So that leaves 49.
Wow.
And by the way, since then, like 5 more have died.
Wow.
Which is crazy because we're not that old.
Yeah.
But we've been unlucky. So I guess that's a club. But
there seems like 2 clubs.
There was a rugby club. Rugby was a club level sport my senior year.
It would be the rugby team, wouldn't it?
No, because we weren't in any kind of league or anything. It was just sort of like a loose kind of club thing that we played with a couple other schools. There is a difference between a club and a team. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I know that that's true. Now it's a team because now we're in some sort of league.
So the school has gotten bigger? Has the school gotten bigger?
No. Yeah, maybe a little. Maybe there are now 60 people in a class because they learn their lesson. You lose some. And now we are in some sort of Catholic boys' school rugby league.
Okay.
And and my nephews played it and stuff. So I played my senior year, but we didn't know what the hell we were doing. Right. So
did the teams of the other? I'm sorry, the clubs, the other schools, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they a little better than we did. Maybe they'd been around maybe like a year or 2 longer than we had. They were better. I mean, but rugby, what is there to know really other than hit people?
I know nothing about it.
Yeah, you can't pass forward. You can only pass laterally or back.
Can you touch the ball?
You can touch the ball.
Okay.
You can kick the ball.
Right. Can you throw the ball?
Yes, but only back, never forward. You can run it forward.
And then you can throw it back to your friend.
You can throw it back to your friend.
Now,
or if your friend's right next to you, you can give it to him.
Where were you running that you needed to go the other way?
What do you mean?
Are you trying to get it to across a goal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you might be...
And this too is a little sketchy for me because it's called a try and it's worth some number of points. And I don't remember how many. And there are like 7 listeners right now who are losing their minds because they know all the rules.
One of them, Yoda, he hates trying.
Yeah, of course. And then there's some sort of extra point thing, and it's like, and then there's some kind
of extra point
There's some sort of extra point thing, like in football. And then there's another thing where it's like everybody hoists one player up to either throw or catch the ball. There's also what's called a scrum.
Right.
Where you're like, it's like a huddle,
right?
But your head is down and you're just pushing, and there's a ball in the middle and everyone's kicking away at it. It's like hungry hippos. But you try to like kick it over to your side and then somebody gets it and then you have the ball. I was not good at rugby. So those are the things that I remember. I basically just did it so that I could run into dudes. And it was fun. And I thought maybe this will be the sport that I'm good at.
Right.
So there was that. Were there any other? I feel like there must have been. There was like a calligraphy club.
Oh boy!
But I wasn't in it.
Was there any kind of debate or?
There was a debate.
Okay.
I did do debate. Mm-hmm. I did do debate, and I did some meets. For like news reporting.
Sure.
That was a thing. You would prepare like a 10-minute news report. You'd get up really early. You'd read the paper. You would like put a few stories together, and then in the middle, you actually had to do a commercial. You had to do like a local commercial.
Right.
And I remember a girl who was in the meet that I was in, I think I made it to state. Mm-hmm. And a girl who was in the group with me, she wasn't on my team or whatever, but she was like in the finals or whatever. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is I did extraordinarily well at speech. She did the Frederick Roofing commercial, which has a jingle, and she sang the jingle.
What? That seems undignified.
It does seem undignified. I remember even then just being like, "What are you doing?"
Well, wait. So would this be in front of people? They would do the news
It was
report?
in front of like a small group of judges, and
okay.
maybe some parents.
Right. You had to do an ad.
You had to do an ad, which I mean, I guess radio news reporters do.
Yeah.
You know, there's like an ad read or whatever.
True.
They don't sing. They don't sing jingles.
No, they
sure
don't.
That. Yeah. So, and this would have been like 88, 89.
Because if you're going to do that, you might as well have carts and stuff. You know what I mean? You might as well have things that you have to plug in and play and all that. If you're that set on replicating the experience of here's what a newsreader would have to do.
Yeah. There should be a clock. There should be buttons and knobs.
Yeah.
And
everyone should be smoking.
Everyone should be smoking. Yeah. So I did that. And I think I came in second in my senior year. What other clubs were there?
Were there any language clubs? The language clubs always made me laugh because there was very little that the language club would do except they would have some sort of fundraiser thing for the school that would be ethnically food themed.
Yeah.
Like we're going to make French food or we're going to make Spanish food or whatever. Or they would take a trip to the country of the language that they were learning. And that was pretty much it, I think. But there were no language clubs.
No, here's the like my school was very small and we were there for a long time. It was like 8 to 5. So,
wait. So okay, and
then athletics.
It was you. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
This is me having trouble processing numbers. When you said 8 to 5, I was thinking in terms of grades, like K through 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, 8 to 5?
That's
like,
the wrong way.
And I was like, I thought it was the same group of people.
No.
For like grade school and high school.
Yeah.
So
no, it was 7 to 12, which they called Form 1 to Form 6 because it was based on the British model. It was all British monks who moved to St. Louis from an abbey in like rural England, and they started this new school in 1964 called St. Louis Priory, and it was a very small, very Catholic monastery school.
Now, were they fleeing religious persecution?
No, I think they just wanted to get out. Just wanted to, just wanted some elbow room. I guess I don't know.
Wow. So was was there a heavy British influence on?
I would kind of, yeah.
I mean, you had rugby.
You have rugby, yeah. Kind of, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what a British influence would be really. But
well, the form thing, certainly.
The form thing, yeah, but that's just like a name.
So then when you got out of high school, or maybe when you were in high school and you were meeting kids from other schools,
yeah.
Was there
a language barrier?
Well, but not a language barrier, but a lot of was there a lack of mutual understanding of what happens at a high school?
Kind of, yeah. Which has to do with it being very small.
Right.
And also it being single sex.
Right.
And also it being, very Catholic and you having to go to mass every day and, assembly in the chapel. Every day. Yeah.
Now I went to a Catholic school, but it was an American Roman Catholic school.
Yeah.
We did not have to go to mass every day.
Yeah.
But I went from grade school and high school.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of masses that you did have to attend for all sorts of holy days of obligation.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not Catholic, a holy day of obligation is a day where it is inescapable. You must go to church. Mm-hmm.
Tuesday doesn't matter.
Yes, that's what the obligation is. Is you have to go, and the best was St. Blaise Day, where they would bless your throat.
Yes, with the candles.
This weird.
With the cross
they
candles.
would either cross candles, or in my school, my church, they had a special 2-pronged candle just for St. Blaise Day.
Oh, weird!
That would go
like a pitchfork candle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, like a harpoon
so
they would put around your neck and bless your throat.
How old were you? And this might have been immediately, but how old were you when your parents stopped calling to tell you that the next day was going to be a holy day of obligation?
Oh, like when I was out of the house and everything?
Yeah.
I think when I moved out, they stopped.
Yeah.
They stopped. They were doing their thing. And when I would go home, it was, I don't remember that we had a big talk about religion ever at that time in my life, but if I went home to visit, I didn't have to go to church.
Yeah.
I was encouraged to go to church. Like my mother would say, it would be nice if you came with me, you know? And then she became an atheist late in her life. And then she stopped going to church. And then my dad, with zero fanfare, he also stopped going to church.
Yeah.
And it was like
no.
But they did not go to church together.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a thing they did. They went to church separately every Sunday until she stopped believing in God. And then he was like, well, I guess I don't have to go. I don't know what weird arrangement that he thought that they had.
Yeah.
Because my mother did not care. I don't think she would have given a shit if he ever went to church again. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the idea that we're a religious, I don't know. Why would he go all those years if he didn't want to go either?
Yeah. Because you feel like you have to. You just do it because
you're told you have to. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And it takes, it's crazy how different our generation is. My parents just never questioned it ever. Yeah. It's just, you go. It's a holy day of obligation.
That's right.
You fulfill that obligation.
So how long were you out of the house before they stopped calling and telling you?
I was in my 30s probably. Yeah. And my oldest brother probably still, he for sure goes every Sunday and every holy day of obligation or whatever. And I think he probably is like, well, I should tell Dave it's a holy day of obligation, but he doesn't.
But your parents would call up and say, hey, it's All Souls Day.
It's a holy day of obligation. Or like the Assumption.
Oh, the Assumption.
The Assumption's a big one. Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah.
The Assumption, of course, we celebrate the Virgin Mary being assumed into heaven.
Yeah. The leftovers.
Just leftover style.
Yeah.
And then everyone else in the Bible started smoking and wearing white puffy coats.
Yeah. And just having dicks in sweatpants. Have you seen The Leftovers?
I've seen parts of it. Okay. I don't think I've seen that part.
Justin Theroux's dick in his sweatpants while he's jogging. It's like it is a motif in the show. It comes up so much.
And it's so much you feel like it's got to be intentional. Like
it has to be.
Like after the first scene, somebody could have easily been like, hey, you see that, right?
Yeah.
Like we should tell him to wear a dance belt or something.
In the middle of the first, it's so noticeable. that like in the middle of the first episode, and it's Sunday night. You know what I mean? Ben and I are like hungover. We've had a couple Bloody Marys. Like it's not very attentive viewing. You know what I mean? It's just sort of on while we play with our phones and do a crossword, right? But he's jogging in the first episode and like so loudly it frightened our dog. We were like, wait a minute. And like rewound it. It's huge and it's unbound and it's just everywhere. And they don't like it keeps coming up.
Do you think he's one of those creeps that goes on the subway with sweatpants and no underwear?
No, I think he goes on TV in sweatpants and no underwear. I think he's got one up on that creep.
Do you think all those subway creeps are like, I wish I could get on a show?
If I had only been in the drama club. Turning it around.
Were you in the drama club?
I was in the drama. I guess, yeah.
There was all these clubs, Dave.
It turns out there were a bunch of clubs that I don't remember. But it wasn't really a club. We would just do like, there would be a spring musical.
So you would do all the things that clubs would do. You just wouldn't call it a club.
I guess we didn't ever call it a club. Yeah, I don't know.
Was it called a gathering?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would you like to join the drama gathering?
You sound like so many of my teachers when you do that. Yeah, for sure, drama club.
What were some of the plays that you did?
I'll tell you in order.
Please.
In 7th grade, it was The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd.
Right. Thing I've heard of, never seen.
It's horrible. The songs are written by Anthony Newley.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
So it's just all crying clowns and like melodrama. And it's about a game, and there's a game board on the stage, and there's the king, and he knows how to play the game, but then Cocky comes in and he's downtrodden and he wants to learn how to play the game. And it's so goofy in 60s and ridiculous. I played Kid, who was a kid, and he sang a song called Put It in the Book that I don't remember. I just remember the title. And there's a lot of blimey and shit like that. The Roar of the Grease. No, that was the first one. The Mouse That Roared.
So anything with roar in the title.
Anything with roar. Camelot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, The Mouse That Roared was a musical?
No, it wasn't a musical. That was just a play.
Oh, okay. Camelot, of course. What did you play in Camelot?
I was Mordred.
Oh, sure. Good part.
Yeah.
Fun part.
Yeah. That was a fun part. Got to be evil. Sure. It's fun to play a villain, Paul.
Absolutely.
And then I think I stopped because I started to become aware that it was not going to be good for me socially to be in the drama club.
Because with these 50 people,
there
was enough room for people to look down on other people.
Oh, absolutely. Of course. In a group of 4 people, there's room for people to look down on.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And then I started working in radio. Uh-huh. There was a college radio station. And I lied and I said I was a student at this college because I looked older, and they gave me a show. And so that was sort of my little radio club.
So you were in high school doing a radio show on this college station?
Yeah. It was really fun. Because it was like a Saturday afternoon like shift that nobody wanted to take because people wanted to fuck off on a Saturday afternoon.
Right.
And I wanted to be on the radio. So I would do that and play the replacements and be very happy. And it had like a 1 mile radius, but within that mile, there was like a huge crazy following. All the trench coat kids were super into it.
Oh boy. Yeah. And so no one, but
it was different then.
So there were people that knew that you were not a college student, but they did not blow your
eventually
cover.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to let them know, but they didn't care.
But before that point, there were people that were listening that knew this was a secret thing, right? That
Yeah.
You were living a double life.
Mm-hmm. I was like Hannah Montana.
It's insane
Except
that
both of me used the same name.
That's right. And
not great strategy. I did have a wig.
Sure.
For radio, seems like maybe not a thing you would need, but it made me feel better.
It's incredible to me that there was a time in this country where you didn't need identification of any sort.
Nope.
To just waltz in and say, I go here.
Yeah.
I want to do a radio show.
Yeah. I think I actually got a student ID. Like, I think I finagled some kind of something. I remember there being a little bit of trickery at the very beginning.
You think you did this?
No, because like I needed a pass to get into the building. So I must have fucked something up to like get myself a pass to get into the building.
Dave, I feel like I have to double back on all your stories.
Yeah?
Because first it starts out, there were no clubs in my high school.
And then
it was all clubs.
Yeah.
Then it's like you just walked in, I say I go here. But then it comes to find out that you had a forged document.
I did something. I must have done something.
You're very tricksy. You're very tricksy.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say. You took me off guard with that question.
The question of, did you belong to any clubs in high school?
Yeah. You really put me back on my heels on that one.
I do gotcha podcasting.
Yeah.
Dave Holmes, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It is the middle of March. What would you like to tell people about?
The book's coming out in paperback sometime in May or June. Mm-hmm. It will be available where books are sold.
Party of One by Dave Holmes.
Yeah. And if this is coming out on the 13th, my birthday is tomorrow.
That's right.
And I'm on Venmo.
Happy birthday.
If you just want to give me cash gifts.
Just if you want to do it grandma style.
Cash prizes.
Digital grandma. Send Dave some money.
A crisp 20.
That's right.
Did you get a crisp 20?
Oh,
my grandma would always go to the bank and get like crisp new bills.
Now, I'm a bit older than you, so
you're like 11 minutes older than me.
$20 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think that the highest I got from a grandma, let's say, would have been $10.
Okay.
And it would not be crisp.
No?
But I remember
it
would come in a money envelope.
Sure.
With the president or Alexander Hamilton staring out from that little oval.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandmas.
Grandmas.
Rest in peace, grandmas.
Yeah.
All over the world. Dave, where can people find you online? Should they wish to
I
find
am
you?
on Twitter at Dave Holmes.
There we go.
Although much less these days. So that my head doesn't go bad.
Understood.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break. During that break, we're going to do secret things that you'll never know about. And then when we return, you will meet our improvisers. Stay alive. No matter what occurs, I will find you. This week's Spontaneous Nation, sponsored by our old friends, Lisa Mattress. That's right. Our good old pals, Lisa, they're back, and they're mattresser than ever. Lisa was founded with a simple goal to help people sleep better. That's all they care about. It's their thing. And with an innovative direct-to-consumer online strategy or stratagem, I don't mean to correct a sponsor, but if it's just the one thing, is that a stratagem? I'll have to look it up, and I'll get back to you at the end of this ad. Lisa's 100% American-made mattresses are challenging the traditional mattress industry, which is full of bloated fat cats. Forbes even named it one of the top 20 startups to watch. Forbes! That's a money magazine. You've seen it. You take care of your teeth. Not to mention, Lisa was Internet Retailer's fastest growing e-retailer in 2015, and it's B Corp certified. Now, I don't know what that means, and neither do you. But it's good. It's good. See for yourself why everyone is raving about Lisa by trying it in your home 100 nights risk-free. Choose from 3 different premium foam, universal adaptive feel layers, including 2-inch Avena foam, top layer for cooling and breathability, 2-inch memory foam, middle layer for body contouring, ooh la la, or the 6-inch dense core support foam for durability. I like that one because it reminds me of a delicious chocolate birthday cake. Lisa, that made me hungry. Lisa mattresses are available online only in the US, UK, Canada, and Germany. Germany, not even the Germany. They have refined their copy. Lisa, you're knocking it out of the park with this. Or at the Lisa Dream Gallery in Soho, New York City. And the mattress comes shipped to you, compressed in a box. With prices starting at just $525. What do you have to lose? Guys, come on. Come on, you got to sleep on something. Try Lisa out. Guys, I love you. Plus, okay, let me drop all the bullshit. Plus, for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one to a shelter. That's great. They have already donated over 10,000 mattresses. Thank you, Lisa. Right now, you can get $75 off a Lisa mattress with the offer code PFT. That is LEESA.com. Offer code PFT for $75 off. You got it. Oh, welcome back, everybody. I mean, what a time we had during the break that you didn't get to see us. But we had, I like to think of it as a little murder mystery dinner theater. Everyone was a suspect, and they were all guilty. That's right. It was a murder on the Orient Express situation. Spoiler! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spontaneous Nation. It is now time to meet our friends from the land of make pretends. Seated right across from me, come on, you know her, Jean Villepique.
Hey!
Hi! Jean, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Everything's good.
I'm very glad. You look nice today.
Thank you.
It got a little warmer today. You're wearing a nice, I feel like it's springy.
Thank you. I
Your
had
dress.
some audition stuff this morning, so I really put some effort into the old hair and makeup today.
How did it go?
It went well, and I had 2 close ones, and I had a quick drive, and I got to both of them, and you know that's enough. No, it's not. I hope I get both jobs.
That thing has not translated, the it's an honor just to be nominated has not translated into it's an honor just to get to do the audition.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I'll text my friends waste of lipstick. Like if there's already if you find out there was already an offer out to somebody.
Well, you'll text your friend what?
Waste of lipstick.
Waste of lipstick.
Waste of lipstick today. Oh well. But that's just yeah.
Yeah, there's
It is.
here's a little behind the scenes of showbiz. A lot of times you go out for an audition that, of course, they want to get a famous person to do the thing. And then they just what if all the famous people die? We have to have a backup plan. So we should see these.
Call Jean.
Let's see.
Tell her to get the lipstick on, yeah.
Jean, good news. Everyone's dead.
Hooray!
Well, break a leg retroactively.
Thank you.
And I'll be keeping a good thought for you.
Okay, thanks.
Seated right next to me. You weren't ready for that.
No.
Because I didn't turn my head first.
You didn't. He didn't, you guys.
I'm Trixie, like Dave Holmes. You know her, Amanda Lund.
Hello.
Amanda, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I also had a waste of lipstick this
Today?
morning. Yeah. But it was a fun one. It was good. Yeah.
Was it like an improv audition where they're like, you feel free to have fun with the sides?
It was. There were no sides. Maybe that's not the one you went on, is it, Jean?
Oh.
And I got to improvise with Larry David.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I usually hate auditions. I don't do well. No one is
nerve-wracking.
happy. Yeah.
It's a very unnatural feeling thing, even if this is what you do.
Yes.
It's weird because you're doing a scene in an office.
Yes, I have to do like something 100 times in a row to not be nervous about it, and then if I miss a week, it has to reset. So with auditions, it's like I never do enough of them to not be nervous.
Because that would be quite a streak if you could do 100 in a row.
Yeah, like every day.
Would it have to be auditioning for the same thing 100 times?
Probably. Yeah.
Then that 101st time, you're gold.
Yes. Then I booked the job.
But was this for Curb Your Enthusiasm? Can you say?
They didn't have me sign anything, so I guess so. It was.
Right. I auditioned for that show a handful of years ago, and it was one of the best audition experiences I've ever had.
Did you get to audition with Larry David? Or
no, I don't think he was there.
He was just like standing there and like up in the scene on camera like he was auditioning.
Right.
It was really fun.
Maybe it wasn't Curb then. Maybe it was something else and you were auditioning together.
Oh. I see.
Well, Amanda, break a leg retroactively.
Thank you.
You're still in the mix as far as I've heard. Jean, still in the mix?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Murder.
Amanda, I'm going to turn away from you. I'm going to look across the table from where you are seated.
Go.
To this new guy. That's right. Making his Spontaneous Nation debut.
Yeah.
You know him as Dave on the wonderful Take My Wife on CISO, on which I appeared. We did a scene together.
Sure did.
Zeke Nicholson.
Hello.
Zeke, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
I'm glad to hear that.
I've never been in this room. Fun fact. I've been next door a whole bunch of times.
Can I tell you what? That's not true.
Did we do one?
Because we did that big Christmas
Was it
episode
here?
of Comedy Bang Bang was in this room.
In my defense, both these rooms look the same.
They look exactly alike. I almost go into the other one all the time.
Fair enough. Starting out with a strong lie. So this is going well so far.
Would you like to sign the table? Have you signed the table before?
I definitely signed the other one. I don't think I signed this one yet. So
I want to see because you were sitting over here.
I sure was. Look at good memory. You were sitting over here.
That's right. I was. We both have good memory.
We sure do.
This can't be interesting to the listener.
No.
Zeke, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. Any auditions today?
You know what? I'm headed to a callback for an internet ad for McDonald's right after this.
Wow.
Look for me on YouTube, baby. Eating that chicken.
What? Do they have a new slogan?
Not that I'm aware of.
We're still loving it.
We are still loving it. This is true though. So this audition, it's the product that they're like pushing is some sort of new chicken tenders thing, and it was exclusively black men at this audition, and I was like, a little on the nose here, people. Come on. But you know what? Hey, I'll take that money, right? Good thing this doesn't come out till March, so I will hypothetically have already done this, and they can't retroactively fire me.
Did you sign anything?
I sure have not.
There we go.
Larry David is the one white man that will be at that audition, weirdly.
Oh, well, then I have news for you. It's going to be JB Smooth.
No doubt, no doubt.
Zeke, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What clubs were you in high school?
So I was a very serious martial artist in high school. Not a club, but I did karate all the way through.
Nobody had clubs, apparently.
No. Club is an outdated term, I guess. And then I was also a track athlete very seriously, and I played basketball. No theater, though, not at all.
You were pretty sporty up until when? When did you get into comedy?
I started doing improv in college when I was like 20.
What drew you to it?
I was like having one of those crises of my early 20s, you know. I was like, academics and sports, is this all I am? You know, and I was like, no, I need to try something new. So I tried improv. I'd never done it before, and I loved it. Didn't get in my first year, actually. I auditioned, didn't get in, but I had the fortitude to then just go make it my entire life after that. So.
And you got a taste of it after the first time. We're like, I'm definitely going to do this no matter what.
Not really, because I sat, like I auditioned, didn't get in, and then didn't do it for a whole year. And then the following fall I was like, yeah, I'll audition again. Why not? And then I did, and I loved it.
I mean, in that intervening year, did you think about it a lot? Was it something that weighed on your mind?
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah. But I remember the next fall, I was like, man, that was fun. I should try that again. But then there's of course that thing of like, but what if I don't get it again? Then that's like embarrassing that I did it twice and I don't get it, you know?
Well, everyone will know.
Everyone will know.
Oh, he auditioned twice and didn't get it.
Team. Yeah.
That's right.
So,
as we know, it only takes 4 people for someone to look down on someone else.
That is true. We did learn that. Happy birthday, Dave, by the way.
That's right. Gene, what clubs? Don't say there were no clubs.
I did the madrigal choir. Madrigal, it sounds like I said magical. The women's ensemble choir.
I think I knew that, yes.
The choir and drama. I tried to play field hockey once and I got tired. I didn't do sports.
Got tired. Madrigals are like medieval songs, right?
Yes, a cappella. And we would have every Christmas a madrigal dinner, and we would rent these disgusting costumes from Rutgers University that smelled horrible, and wear and eat mutton or something, and then get up and sing "Wassail" like this. Our parents came and paid $20 to eat lamb chops. I don't know what's lamb chops.
What did the costumes smell like? They smelled like
other people's pits.
Yeah.
No pay. It was bad. It was bad, as bad as could be. But then that was like, is this what theater is? You wear these big brocade costumes that smell funky? Yeah, theater. You know, I didn't know.
And it was those old-timey, like Shakespearean-looking costumes,
puffy
too?
sleeves. Yeah. And some décolletage. That was very exciting in high school.
I don't know what that word means. No, certainly not.
Almost.
Wait till you look it up, Zeke. You'll be thrilled. That seems a little racy for high school, but whatever. Amanda, clubs.
Actually, I was the president of clubs. I was on ASB I don't know what they called me, but that was I was in charge of clubs.
You oversaw the clubs.
I did, which means that I made posters. So like if a club needed a poster, I'd make it.
Oh, this doesn't sound so much like you're in charge of the clubs. It sounds more like you got Tom Sawyered into doing grunt work for these clubs.
And I could make an announcement for a club.
I bet that was fun.
Over the intercom. Yeah, because then I could be late to math class. Or if I was running late, I would just run into the ASB office and be like, give me an announcement. So then I would get a note. I would give a note to my math teacher that said, like, Amanda was late because she had to make this announcement.
Now, you're speaking to a fellow student when you say, give me an announcement, right? It's not
no, Mrs., I forget her name, started with a V. Mrs. VG.
Mrs. Vijay.
Mrs. Vijay.
The best name.
So she was like helping you out by giving you an announcement.
Yeah, because she was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
With a name like Vijay, of course she was.
Did you take like a walkabout after you like make the announcement and then like take your sweet ass time to
I'd
get
like
back to math class?
It's like stand in the bathroom alone for 5 minutes and then
Freedom.
Stand in the bathroom alone. Just to try to center yourself in the world.
I can do whatever I want.
I hated math. I hated
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh,
the
it was
worst.
horrible.
I remembered, I don't know what made me think of this today, but my geometry teacher in, God, was it sophomore, junior year? This guy, I realized, I like had a flash as an adult, like, oh, when he was my teacher, he was probably in his 20s. It was probably like his first gig. And so there were days that he was so clearly wasted, like like drunk from the night before, like that horrible combo of hungover and drunk at the same time, where it's like just sweating and like trying to get through this class. And I remember other kids who were savvier than I was talking about that sort of thing, but I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand that, you know. And then when I look back and now I'm like, oh, that poor fucking guy.
Oh God.
I hope he made it. I don't know. Like I think about him so often. Like, did he continue teaching, or he was like, I can't do this. This is interfering with my lifestyle. You have to be there in the morning. Did you do plays in high school?
I did, yeah. I did.
And you did that. You did mock trial. We've talked about.
I did
before.
mock trial. Yeah, that was
Yes.
a club. Oh, and conflict mediation, which is where I would, if two students would get in a fist fight, I was like a trained conflict mediator. So they had a choice. They could either get detention or they could sit with me and one of my friends, Lauren, and we would mediate their conflict and come to a resolution. And we got to all miss class. And there was no teacher,
Sensing
present.
a theme to your activities.
Yeah.
No teacher present.
No, and then we had to fill out a little form, and then they had to shake hands. And
So you're genuinely trying to mediate this conflict.
Yeah.
It's two students who hate each other.
yeah, they got in a fight over something silly, and it came to a head, maybe physically or verbally, where they got in trouble.
But it would never be like a bully and a target, right? Because that's not really.
It could be. Well, I mean, I just didn't know. But we used a lot of I statements. But no, mostly it would be like some buddies who got into a fight or something. It wasn't like, I never saw anything that seemed like a real bully situation.
And did you feel that did you have successes in mediating the conflict?
I feel like I did.
Like more than just people going through the motions of like, we'll just sit here for an hour and then we'll say that, and then we'll shake hands at the end and then it'll be fun.
Everyone was just thrilled to be missing class, to be honest.
Goes a long way. Goes a long way towards changing your perspective on the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take another break. During that break, why do I keep saying during the break? Who cares what happens during the break? Listen to the fucking ad. We didn't do anything. We sat here for 5 seconds.
He's lying, y'all. We did cool
Zeke,
shit. Y'all don't know.
Get the costumes.
They stink. All right. Well, when we return, we will reveal our location provided to. I can't remember how to talk. When we return, we will reveal the location for our improv provided to us by Dave Holmes. And then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. What would you think if the McElmore brothers were to turn their popular advice podcast, My Brother, and Me into a TV show? Well, you can find out the answer to my musical question by signing up for CISO. That's right. CISO. Okay? I have a show on CISO, bajillion dollar properties. I'm number 1 on the call sheet. That's a big deal. A lot of the people that you love on my show, Comedy Bang Bang, they're on that show with me. Plus, a lot of other great people you love have different shows on CISO. It's a ton of comedy for a modest fee. With a wide array of hand-picked, ad-free, and on-demand comedy, CISO's your one-stop comedy streaming service. You can watch next day late night, hilarious stand-up specials, binge-worthy classics, including 42 seasons of Saturday Night Live and the entire Monty Python catalog from the comfort of your favorite device. That's how you watch them. Laptop, phone, tablet, laptop sent to the TV. Flip phone, it has not been optimized for flip phone. I'm very, very sorry. Plus, CISO has tons of great original series, not just bajillion-dollar properties, but also My Brother and Me, the McElroy brothers. They got the popular podcast where they give advice. They turn that into a show somehow. Check it out. They also have animated fantasy role-playing game starring Dan Harmon called Harmontown, and a fake reality show created by the genius behind Comedy Bang Bang from Reno 911. That's the show I already told you about bajillion-dollar property. Access CISO anytime, anywhere on iOS, Android, Apple TV, and almost any other device. Flip phones, remember? All for just $3.99 per month. No joke. $4. It's under $4. It's just under $4. You know what you do? You put a penny in a jar for every month you enjoy CISO. And at the end of your life, you'll be a rich person. So what do you wait? Because pennies will be discontinued eventually, and then they'll be rare, and then you could probably actually make a decent amount of money. But knowing you, you'll hoard them until you're practically on your deathbed. So what are you waiting for? Go to SEESO.com right now to sign up for 1 month free with promo code PFT at checkout. Guys, make me look good. Go to CISO. Make me look good to both Earwolf and CISO. Do this. This is the best offer CISO has going right now. 1 month of Laugh Your Comedy free just by using promo code PFT. That is SEESO.com, promo code PFT. Use my code. Don't use anybody else's code. I need it, guys. I need this. Do this for me. CISO.com, promo code PFT. Do me right. Oh, welcome back.
Crazy shit during the break.
So much stuff during the break. Now it can be told.
Yeah.
Here's what we did during the break. Everybody learned how to play the ocarina.
I love the ocarina.
It's a good, some people call it the sweet potato.
That's the one I got at the Run Fair, that little instrument that looks like a frog.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a frog. It's like an ocarina is like an oval with a sort of handle coming out of it, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's made, I guess it's made to fit in your hand in a certain way. And you blow, there was a very popular app, an ocarina app, that you could play on your phone, and you could see around the world where people were also playing it at the same time. And you could tap on their songs and hear their songs.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice.
Wow.
If only it had been more popular, maybe we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the location provided to us by Dave Holmes, and then we will begin our improv. But first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we're in a scene. We want to travel to someplace else at the exact same time. We're moving in space, not in time. A meanwhile, if you will. We'll use this meanwhile button. Whoosh! We're over there. Same time. No time has passed. Okay. Let's say we need to go backwards in time for some reason. Someone's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. We'll hear this flash back sound effect. We're in the past. But we can't stay in the past forever. None of us should. Let's say we want to return from the flashback to the present day or travel to the mysterious future. We'll hear this flash forward sound effect. Right? I mean, guys, there it is right there.
Magic.
See, magic. Magic rolls. Now that you know that, everyone shut up. Because here comes the improv. Ladies and gentlemen,
Eban.
Eben. Here's the location provided to us by Dave Holmes, and that location is the break room of a very busy Quiznos. Very busy underlined, just so you know. The break room of a very busy Quiznos. We take you now to the break room of a very busy Quiznos.
Oh my God. Oh God.
It is nuts out there.
It's a madhouse.
Why are so many people at Quiznos
I don't
today?
know. They're hungry and they want their subs and they want them now.
But don't they understand we have to toast all of them?
That's the whole point, isn't it?
Why else would you come here?
It's slowing us down. We gotta stop that toasting, I swear.
What?
It's killing us. Do you know how fast we could get sandwiches out of here if we didn't toast them?
Shut your goddamn mouth, Cindy. Do you understand what you're saying right now?
Cindy, I'll pretend you didn't say that and I won't report you to the manager.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, hello, Mr. Sims.
Listen, it's really busy out there, okay? But I just want to remind everyone to keep it chill and have a good time. This is the best job in the whole world, and you, my lovely employees, are like my family, and I love y'all, okay? Smooches.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mr. Sims.
smooches.
Smooches to you.
Smooches.
Smooches to you. Wow, he's just the best.
Oh, God, I find... He has no idea.
He didn't make you feel better? I feel great now.
I find it frustrating.
Wanda.
I do. I'm sorry. It's like he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He's never had to work at the store.
Is that true? Mr. Sims never worked here at the Quiznos? I just assumed he worked his way up through the ranks.
Hey, sorry, it's me again.
Hi, Mr. Sims. Hi, Mr.
Did
Sims.
I leave my silver spoon here anywhere, the one I keep in my mouth?
Your
can't
backup
find-
silver spoons in the dishwasher.
Oh, perfect. Thanks,
Here, I'll
Kay.
get it out.
Perfect.
Here you go.
Man, there's a weird energy out in the main room today. I don't know what it is. Anyway, later.
Mr. Sims.
Yeah.
Why do you think so many people are eating your Quiznos today?
I don't know. There's something, you know what I think it is? I think it's that the World's Fair is coming to town next door.
The World's Fair is coming to town next door?
Next door, yeah.
I wonder if they're hiring.
Normally it's a massive fair, but this year they decided to contain it within one small warehouse.
All right, so we got a lot of work to do before tomorrow. I'm not sure if we should pick up any additional staff. I mean, the entire world could be here as of tomorrow.
Janet, calm down. Everything's fine.
I think we better put the cart before the horse.
No, look, it's gonna be fun. We're doing a World's Fair.
Gary,
They've been doing these forever.
Gary, has it occurred to you that if all the people in the world stand here, that the whole earth could collapse from the weight?
Of course I've thought about that. I've thought about little else ever since I became the World's Fair Commissioner. It terrifies me every single day. But if this is the way the world chooses to go out, who are we to say no? Maybe this is how it should end.
So we should initiate the end of the world with this fair?
I'm saying we could.
Janet, Mr. Commissioner, we just got the numbers from France, and they are huge. People are getting on planes by the dozens, and they are coming over, and they are ready for the World's Fair.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you.
Okay,
No
Walter,
problem.
I need you to get in touch with some hotels and make sure there are beds for bodies.
Great. Doubletree?
Yeah, double tree, single
Great.
tree.
Hilton Rewards?
Yeah, double H. Again, everywhere. I don't care if it's a motel, anything.
Motel 8, Motel
Number-
6?
Yes.
Do you hear those people next door? They're freaking out.
I know. They sound more stressed than we are.
I guess they have more reason to be. I mean, they're planning a World's Fair in a building. Seems ill-advised.
I mean, I can't wait to go over there. I really need to decompress. Honestly, this job is literally the hardest job in the world.
Wanda, you've never had a harder job than this?
Working at Quiznos?
You've never, ever had a harder job than working at the Quiznos?
All right, yeah, Wanda, we need you to just pick up the sledgehammer over there and just take that building down with your bare hands.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
God,
You did it.
You are the strongest woman I've ever met in my whole life.
What's next? Oh, I mean, and all those people out there demanding their subs. Do you think we should go out and help them?
Oh, I'll go out. I forgot. I'm not even on break. I just spilled some lettuce on my pants.
Oh, we probably shouldn't have all been here at the same time in the break room.
Okay, buddy, now I know your mom is only leaving me with you for the weekend, but I figured that we could get some sandwiches at Quiznos and then check out the World's Fair.
I'm also supposed to do my homework, and I'm also supposed to have my medicine, and I'm also supposed to FaceTime my Aunt Susie.
Okay, buddy, calm down a little bit. Let's just get you this. Where
Okay,
the fuck is everyone in this goddamn Quiznos?
I also want to make sure that I have extra sauce, and extra cheese, extra hot.
Okay, God. God, you're so fucking like.
How come you're sweating? Are you hot from exercising?
Am I hot? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You smell like Uncle George.
Look, it's St. Blaise Day. Okay, I'm just trying to get by.
I don't even know what St. Blaise is, but I know that Blaise is like blazing hot. It's like a fiery sauce you can put on your sandwich.
Yeah.
And St. Blaise teaches us that the throat, it's a breeding ground for sin. Where is everybody? Usually St. Blaise Day is a big deal. It's a holy day of obligation. This church is empty.
Excuse me, Father, your homily has gone a little longer than... I heard some stomachs growling, and I would guess some congregants have gone to feed themselves.
Oh, so there were people here before, but I just kind of didn't look up for a while. I was just lost in my own homily.
Well, the good thing is, even if you were sleeping, you continue to speak the Lord's words.
Oh, that's good news, I suppose. Thanks, God. But you say everyone got hungry and left the church on St. Blaise Day?
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. There are a lot of sinners, and they really just need to hear your words more now than ever.
Sister Marjorie, how can I not take it personally when I feel like my sermon drove everyone out of here?
I don't know if I'm crossing a line, but have you blessed your own throat, Father?
Oh, no, I always save myself for last.
Put the oxygen mask over your own, sir.
I can't
Father.
All right. I guess one of us should go back out there.
Okay, you can go.
Oh, I didn't expect it to turn around like that. I mean, you think I should go out there?
Phil, yeah, I do. I mean, I just can't handle it.
I mean, I'm really not on a break. I really just did spill this lettuce on my pants, and it's just water, mostly 90%.
Why don't you just brush the lettuce off?
I don't want to ruin it.
The lettuce?
It does look good.
I thought it was the pattern of the pants.
I thought it was like a cool patch.
It fell so evenly. I mean, sometimes mistakes are gifts.
That's so true.
Hey, y'all. Sorry, I'm back again.
Mr. Sims, Mr. Sims.
Hi.
Hey.
Quick question. Anyone seen my Apple Watch, the one I normally keep in my mouth?
It's in the dishwasher.
Okay. Great. Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
It was dirty. Yeah.
So cool.
You know what they say? Most people say you can't put electronics in the dishwasher, but that is wrong.
They also say you can't put them in your mouth.
That is also wrong.
It's the same people.
The mouth is the world is a human pocket,
Those are haters, right?
right?
Haters and losers.
Haters and losers. Good job. All right. Quiznos team motto?
Always
get the sandwich
made.
Get it done.
Good work, y'all.
Smushes.
Smushes.
Wait, Mr. Sims,
Yeah.
how is it out there? Is it still pretty busy?
Honestly, I don't know. I was next door at the World's Fair.
Where's my sandwich? What the frick is going on in this freaking Quiznos?
I'm hungry! I just got my throat blessed. I could yell all day! I don't know where I am.
It sounds nuts out there.
I'll go, guys. I'm
Cindy.
technically not on break.
But Cindy, isn't it time for your break? We've been talking so long.
It is 5 after. Sorry, Phil.
Okay, Phil, you better go.
All right, Wanda.
Good luck, Phil.
I'll remember this.
Oh, I hope you do.
Well, I will. So, good hoping.
Hello, sir, madam. We have a nice Pinot Noir that's going to open up really nicely for you two on this date here. Yeah, there's a weird energy between the two of you. I don't know what it is.
Well, we have a long history.
Oh, okay, great.
We used to work together at Quiznos many years ago.
That's how we met.
Got it.
We had a real will they or won't they kind of thing going.
Oh, I hated Phil when I first met him.
And I couldn't stand Wanda. I thought she was the worst. She would tell that sledgehammer story till I thought I'd die.
You prompted me hard, like you wanted to hear it. You were desperate.
Of course, I secretly wanted to hear it.
Right, because he was in love with me.
I was in love with her.
Little did I know.
Yes.
Anyway, this wine is fine.
Great. Okay,
Yeah, it's
cool. Well, I'll just be at the back. My name is Juan if you need anything. And yeah.
Thank you,
later.
Juan.
You're welcome.
Smooches.
Smooches.
It's a little thing we picked up from our old boss. All right, Wanda, I'll go out there.
Oh, go out there and never come back. like I care.
I don't care if I ever do come back, and I hope I never see you again.
You're both blushing.
Shut up! Shut up, Cindy!
Shut up, Cindy.
All right, I'm going out there. Welcome to Quiznos. Can I help you and your son?
Yeah, buddy, what do you want?
We're not related.
What?
He's watching me this weekend because my mom wants to go to the spa.
This is the first time hearing of this. Wait.
I guess I assumed that
Hold
you
on.
were father and
Sorry,
son.
we're not related? Oh my God.
We're not really related because I'm adopted.
Oh my, okay.
Oh,
okay.
I see.
Yeah, sure, that tracks. Yeah, look,
Mom said not to tell you.
look, buddy, okay, I've talked to you about this before. Okay, a father, just because I'm not your biological father, doesn't mean that I'm not your dad. And I know I don't see you that much because I'm on the road a lot, you know. I'm a prop comic, and my...
All my hula hoops are in Ohio.
How many do you have?
7. 0 now.
Can we get 2 large chicken bacon ranches with a whole lot of lettuce,
Extra
please?
lettuce, extra cheese, extra hot, extra please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you like, what a polite little boy. Would you like it?
No, sorry, please is what he calls pepperoni.
Oh, so not. I misread that then. Would you like it toasted?
Would I like it toasted?
You better get your throat blessed next door because I can't barely even hear you.
And yeah, we're at Quiznos, man. If I didn't want it toasted, I would go to Jersey Mike's.
Are you sure a lot of people are getting their Quiznos sandwiches not toasted now? It's like it's a fun, cool people are doing it. They're getting just.
This fucking line is so fucking goddamn long. What's the matter with this fucking place?
What the hell is going on? I still don't know where I am.
So yeah, we'll just take those to go. We're gonna head next door to the World's Fair.
Oh, is it started already?
Is it starting? I don't know. Honestly, man, I'm just trying to have some quality time with my kid, and
My
it's,
real mom's 15.
but you gotta not yell that in public places, okay? Really, it makes people feel very uncomfortable. Okay.
Okay, so
Can I ask you?
Yeah,
I'm sorry
sure,
to do this, but
absolutely.
have you talked to your dad recently? How's your relationship with your parents?
Oh, normally customers don't ask me that question.
Yeah, I
so
know. I am over my head, and I'm looking for any kind of just info or guidance on how this whole parenting thing works.
Okay, well, the last time I talked to my dad was probably 10 years ago. Dad,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get a job,
Go for it.
but you're not gonna like this.
Oh, God.
It's at Quiznos.
No son of mine is going to work at a Quiznos.
Dad,
You got to get out of this house.
it's the best place for my skill set.
Slopping together meats and cheeses.
Yeah,
Yeah, get out of the house.
you're making me.
I'm
get out of-
disowning you.
for working at Quiznos.
Dale, do you know where I put my Greek yogurt?
Mom,
I can't find my Greek yogurt.
Check the fridge.
Oh,
that's
Okay.
Why wouldn't you look there?
well,
first?
sometimes I keep it under the bed.
Don't. You shouldn't do that, Mom.
Do you hear this? Your son wants to work at Subway.
What?
Oh,
Quiznos.
Quiznos. What's the difference?
no.
Oh, Dad!
What?
There's a big difference between Subway and Quiznos. At Quiznos, the sandwiches are default toasted.
No son of mine's gonna slap meat and cheeses on bread.
You too, Mom.
You want to be a sandwich slopper? What about law school?
Yeah.
Law school. It's ridiculous. What a waste of time. What are you doing? Sitting there trying to keep people out of jail or keep people from getting sued or suing other people. What else is there to the law?
He makes a fair point.
I'll be nourishing people, helping them to eat, maintain their stamina in case they have to go to a world entertainment event.
There's a cockroach on the floor.
Yeah.
If there's one cockroach, there's 300 cockroach babies and they eat
Okay,
wallpaper
buddy,
paste.
can you put it down? Buddy, put it down. No, away from your
He's
mouth.
talking to me.
Away from your mouth.
Oh my
God! There's a cockroach!
Are you kidding me?
This is outrageous!
Where am I?
I'm so hungry! I'm hungry!
Excuse me for just a second, sorry. Wanda, it's crazy out there. There's a cockroach.
Well, it's exhausting in here, too.
What are you doing in here? You've just been standing still in the same spot.
Look down. I'm doing a thigh master.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
It's under my dress.
Your Quiznos
I thought you were
dress.
dancing.
No, I'm not dancing, Cindy.
Oh, hey, everyone. Are we dancing?
Hi, Mr. Sims. Hi, Mr. Sims.
Cha-cha-cha, smooches.
Smooches. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. This is a little something I picked up in my Wednesday night class. It's called Hip Hop, Cha-Cha, and La Macarena.
Ooh,
It's for sexy singles over 50.
You don't look a day over in your, mid-40s.
Yeah, thanks. You know what they say. Cocoa butter for a day keeps you looking young all day.
Mr. Sims, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but there's a cockroach out there.
Gary's out there?
Gary?
Yeah.
You know this cockroach?
Yeah. Yeah, he was here when I founded the place.
Really?
What?
My, oh my, what a beautiful space. I think I'm going to build a sandwich store in here.
Hey, look down here.
Hello, little friend. What's your name?
Gary.
Gary.
What's your name?
Mr. Sims.
I live here. Welcome to my home.
Yeah? Oh, well, Gary, do you mind if I build a sandwich store in here?
Sandwiches. That's the meats on the breads?
That's the slop and the meats on the breads, yep.
Yummy.
Listen, you can come hang out whenever you want. You'll always be welcome, and I'll have a hot foot-long chicken bacon ranch waiting for you.
That'll take me a year to eat.
For sure. You're fun.
I like you too.
But Mr. Sims, you understand that for the average customer, when they see a cockroach, it's going to freak them out because they think the place is unsanitary.
Listen, what's my philosophy, right? You want to eat, you want to get nourished in the place where life thrives. So any and all kinds of wildlife are welcome in my Quiznos.
Right. I mean, that's a good philosophy.
Right? You wouldn't want to be nourished in a barren wasteland, would you?
If I were in a barren wasteland, it probably would be.
This is a goddamn barren wasteland. We've got to get a Ferris wheel here. We've got to get popcorn stands. I mean, we've got a lot of work to do in no time.
Take it easy.
The numbers are coming in from Germany, and they are big, gang.
God.
They are big.
All right.
Here's the thing. If you're worried about the amount of people, there's one simple thing you have to do. Put a cockroach in there.
Huh?
It'll chase people out the door. So we can have the World's Fair, but also not have all the people of the earth
Collapsing on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
Or in our very thin floors. That's a good idea. Wherever we find a cockroach. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. I can barely low blood sugar.
It can't be just any cockroach.
Huh?
It better be a talking cockroach.
That sounds like some sort of Walt Disney thing.
It does, doesn't it?
Huh?
Listen, Mr. Sims, is there any way you could convince Gary to just, take a little stroll just until this rush is over,
Gary? Well, you know what? Sure, I could go see if he wants to go for a little walk.
Yeah, go out there and talk to him. See what he says.
Hey, Gary Bear, little buddy, how you doing?
Hey, big bud.
Hey.
How are you?
Listen, it's a quick question. Have you been getting enough air recently?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Why don't we go for a walk and catch up? It's been a little while.
That's nice.
Okay.
Look out there. What do you see?
I don't know. I just people, feet, traffic, and
Focus.
Gary.
Immediately next door. Look out in front of the sidewalk. What do you
I see a
there?
black
Oh my
man in his
God.
mid-50s taking a walk with a cockroach.
Exactly.
Why, they're in step. This is a choice for the cockroach.
And look, they're headed right to our front door.
Oh, my God.
So why don't you go down there
All right.
and see if that cockroach talks or not?
Okay, quickly though, the numbers have just come in from Costa Rica and they are massive.
Costa Rica?
Yeah, the whole goddamn island is
So
coming.
people are pretty much coming from all over the world.
Yes, but I will continue to tell you the countries one
Europe?
by
No,
one.
I want to
Central
be
America.
updated, but I do want to be updated. I'm just saying, just so I understand, this is what's going on.
Correct, yes.
So our World's Fair looks to be a success.
So far, yes.
All right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to stop you. I'm Helen. I'm obviously World's Fair in charge of the whole fucking thing.
Hello.
I see that you are friends with an insect or something.
Yes, my name is Mr. Sims, and this is my good friend, Gary the Cockroach.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh,
Well, no one's ever.
he's a real lion.
I didn't even
Look
do my
out.
hair today.
Come down here. Let me get a better look at you.
Kneeling on the street, I never thought I'd see.
Get down there,
Hi.
sugar. Give him a little hello.
Were you born like that, or did your daddy make a pact with the devil?
Ooh-wee, Gary.
Puberty was a nightmare. I was a lot different when I.
I believe it.
Oh,
This is fun. I'm enjoying watching this go down.
so you live next door?
Yeah, I do. Live over in Quiznos.
Quiznos. Oh, wow, that's a great neighborhood.
Yeah, so what can I do for you, good looking?
I might just squeak back to Quiznos and let y'all two get acquainted.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I always thought it was Queen's Nose.
Queen's nose?
Queen's nose, like the Queen's nose.
Quiznos. I guess that means
Quiznos.
about the same. What does that mean, Quiznos?
What? That's the name. What does anything mean? You know what I mean? What does Mr. Sims mean? I don't
my
know.
God,
I ask my
right?
dad every day. He will not tell me what our name means. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for doing me a solid.
Gotcha.
Do you want to go get a drink? I have so much to do. I can't believe I'm saying this.
You are stressed, beautiful. Do you want a little toe rub?
I guess I do. Thank you.
Yeah, great. We have a really nice Pinot Noir that's going to open up beautifully. Are you 20 date?
Am I 21?
Are you? I don't know. Are you? You're an instinct. I can't tell.
What'd you ask me?
I said, are you two on a date?
Oh, I thought you asked for my ID.
I didn't think this was one of those places where you need identification. You could just kind of come in here and just do your thing.
Yeah, no, this is an Italian restaurant. We don't normally check ID, but...
Here's my driver's license.
Oh, wow. It's very small.
Maybe you can drive my car.
She's quite a crack up, isn't she? They don't make them like that where I come from.
Okay, well, I'm just going to let this open up and get out of here. My name is Juan if you need anything.
Thank you, Juan, for the bouquet.
Don't mind me, gorgeous. I'm just going to climb up into this glass and take a little Pinot bath.
Wow, you are an alpha. You didn't even ask permission. Oh, look at you.
Of course, in those days on Earth, things were different. It all changed, of course, that World's Fair in the year 2017, when a woman had sexual congress with a cockroach in a plexiglass box. And there were, frankly, too many people that came from all over the world. And the sidewalk collapsed. Everyone fell into the Earth's molten core. Except our descendants, of course. It's just 50 of us here now on Earth. Well, 49 now. And we are the stewards of this planet now.
Hey, Donald, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're going to need the break room, so you got to stop recording your little thing in here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's me, Mr. Sims.
Mr. Sims, I'm glad you survived that.
That's right. I am immortal now. So, anyway, yeah, okay.
All right, I'll be right out there.
Great.
Thank you, Mr. Sims, and may I say, smooches.
Smooches.
And it all happened at a place called Spontaneanation. Jane Villepique!
Yes.
Tell the people where to find you, where the things go.
I do shows at IO West Thursday nights called Quartet with Craig Kukowski, Justin Breyer, Bob Dassey. And then Friday nights at UCB Franklin, I do a show called Soundtrack at 9:30 where we get music as the suggestion.
There we go. And you're Jane Villepique on the social platforms.
Yep.
There you go.
That's it.
Look over here, Amanda Lund.
Thank you for having me. You can find me at Amanda Funbuns on Twitter and Instagram. And keep your eyes peeled for the second season of my podcast, The Complete Woman, coming out on Howl sometime around this podcast.
Very exciting. You don't know a release date yet or no?
I don't have a release date yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But it'll be called Complete Joy.
There we go. A Complete Woman is one of my favorite things ever. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
Go check that out now on Howl in anticipation of the new season. It's going to be terrific. I have zero doubts. Zeke Nicholson, all the things, go.
Ooh, yeah. You can check me out at UCB Franklin, Tuesdays at 11 p.m. A show called Cardinal Redbird is So LA, where we interview audience members about a weird project that they worked on in Hollywood and do improv off of that. Also, the second Friday of every month at UCB Sunset, I'm on a team called White Women, which is all black men. We do a show called Your Token Friend, where we have a fun guest tell us about a time that they were the token minority. So we've had Colton Dunn and Lamorne Morris and more fun guests in the future. So, yeah. And then take my wife on CISO. Why not?
That's right. Season 2 is being readied as we speak. They are in the writer's room. Yes, very exciting. I cannot wait to see more of that. If you haven't seen Take My Wife, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's a really lovely and funny show. So please do check that out. As for me, who cares? Eban Schletter. You can find him at ebanschletter.com. He is Eban Schletter on all the platforms. How do you spell Eban Schletter? Why, it's quite simple. EBANSCHLETTERC. do go check out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneation work. It is terrific. And why is it terrific? Because Eban Schletter is only the best. How about some shout-outs, donor shout-outs? We do these, every 7 to 8 months. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. $100 from Chris Wong. Thank you, Chris. $100 from Sally Ryan. Thank you, Sally. $100 from Brian Tatoski. Thank you, Brian. The three of you, you're in the $100 club. That gives you bragging rights. You've got $100 of disposable income. You could have flushed it down the toilet, but instead, you gave it to support Spontaneanation. Thank you very much. If you'd like to further support the show in a non-monetary fashion, you can always go leave us a review. Go to iTunes and write a nice review because that will help people find the show and improves our standing in the rankings. How about this? If you're looking for something to say, I'll dictate a review for you. I haven't done this in a while. Podcasts, I was like, what? No, thank you. I'm a cool person. Then I caved and listened to Spontaneanation because I knew that I was wrong in my heart. It turns out I was right about being heart wrong, and I couldn't be more thrilled because I love this show and I love you. Are you my mother? I'm a baby duck who's talking to a dump truck. All right. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the show. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Lapkus, and I'm back. And so is my show with special guest Lauren Lapkus. It's the show where I'm always the guest, and there's a new host every week. We've got some awesome new hosts coming soon, and they're all a surprise, so you'll have to just tune in. New episodes of With Special Guest Lauren Lapkus are coming every Friday. Listen on Earwolf, iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Happy to be home.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.